Brickmania media test, take number 43. Let's get it right this time, Cody. I don't have all year.
I think it's my fault.
Brickmaniacs, welcome back to another episode of Brickmania TV. Why are you mouthing out every single word to me?
It's the only way you can do it right anymore.
Okay, welcome back, Brickmaniacs. I am joined today with Cody and Lando. Cody is the master builder in training. Cody Osell. You're probably a master builder by now. I don't know what the ranking works.
Dan, am I a master builder now?
No comment.
Sure.
Oh, he said sure.
Oh, I got a sure.
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 That's
Job
it.
title, sure.
You have a big old gun here.
I got a big old
It's
gun.
a huge gun. What is this thing called?
Little Bertha.
Little Bertha.
No, it's Bruno.
Bruno.
Sometimes called
Sometimes
Little
called
Bertha, as opposed to Big Bertha,
Cool.
which this is larger than Big Bertha, but I think it's a joke.
Okay. Right.
Like a funny thing.
That's the joke, yeah.
Yeah, so this is the... You need your die to roll for the laugh. Anyways, this is the 28 centimeter SKL/40 Bruno. It's 28 centimeter gun.
Okay.
It's initially it was a naval gun, and then they put it on land.
Well, there we go.
There you go, and put it on tracks.
Yeah, this thing is
Train
insane.
tracks.
This is insanity.
Yeah, it's.
I mean, both in history and in brick form here, it's a crazy model.
So I think the whole railway gun thing started during the Civil War, as Professor Fitz told me.
Right.
So then it got adapted all around the world. So this was used in World War I and World War II by the Germans. There's even bigger railway guns than this, but this is still very large.
I mean, it's huge. Is this one of the bigger kits, the biggest kit? How does this rank in size?
I don't know where this thing's at. I haven't measured. Its
Part count?
It's long. There's not that many parts in it. It's just over 1,100 parts, or 1,300 parts.
1,300 parts. Okay, so I understand that there is another version of this.
Yes, the Amiens Gun.
Amiens Gun.
So that was a story during World War I where the Australians captured the Amiens Gun. They call it the Amiens Gun because it was firing on that city.
Right.
It was in fact the Bruno. So we have a separate animation
That's in the works.
Of the story, or at least
airing very shortly. So make sure you're subscribed to the channel so you don't miss this really awesome animation they've been working on.
Yeah.
It's awesome.
It's in a train and everything.
Yeah, so stay tuned for that at some point down the road.
Yeah.
But this is just the non-camouflage version.
Yep. The generic version. So yeah, they used, I think over 20 were built, and only 2 were used during World War II.
Okay.
But yeah, I'll get into the kit.
Yeah, right on. I mean, where to start?
Let's start
right to
Let's start with the
left, right?
functional portion. The most of the functional.
Check this out. You've been waiting for it.
So you can turn this. Oh, you gotta turn it the right way.
The correct way, or else it
goes up.
Look at that.
With a gear and a thing. That's how the real one is.
I mean,
there's a little doohickey wheel right there.
Is it one guy just?
I don't know. No, I think it's 2 guys, but actually I think the handle comes out to the side.
Okay.
But in order for me to make it functional for you, the consumer, I put a little gear on there so you can
That's very
grasp
considerate of you.
Thank you. So yeah, that does that. Otherwise, I think there'd be 2 guys on a crank with the differential right there. And
right.
The heave-ho. It has folding sides, so it can fit through a train tunnel.
Ooh.
Mind you, if you are putting this on your mock, your train display, and you have a tunnel, it may fit, it may not.
It's a big model.
It depends on how you built your tunnel, how wide you built your tunnel. So don't put it on your mock thinking like, oh, I'll just run it right through this tunnel. It may crash. But this does go around training
does.
track.
Can we get? Oh, there we go.
So
We don't have the full loop here. That'd be cool.
we don't have the full loop. Maybe we'll show that later.
It does go around.
So it does go around. So I had to snake the bogies,
Snake the bogies.
which in real life they wouldn't. It would just be one complete set.
In real life, they did not snake the bogies.
In real life, they did not snake their bogies. So, and I didn't use any train parts. The only train parts I have in here are the magnets on the front and back of the trucks, and we give you 5 straight track sections.
Oh yeah, can push this back. Right. I actually, that was one thing I saw early on when you were working on this. I really appreciated the use those wheels. The official Lego train wheels are just way too small, is what you were saying.
Yeah. So and the only other option just gets really expensive.
Yeah, there's aftermarket stuff out there that have the right scale, but
So there's and one point I'm going to bring up in the instructions, I've labeled a different build style. If you want to use the Big Ben wheels, I've noted they're an aftermarket company. They make their own train wheels.
Yeah.
I've noted a way to build your own using those wheels if you want to buy them separately. It's a really simple modification, and it works.
That's cool that
either way
in the
it works.
instructions. Yeah.
But you'll see what I'm talking about in the instructions. Really simple modification.
Yeah. But I still really like the fact that these are brick built, and I've never seen anybody make these wheels like this. So I thought that was a really cool technique.
Thank you.
Pioneered by Cody. Nice.
All right.
Wheels. That's it.
So,
What else?
So there is a sort of functional breach in this. Maybe better for camera guy to show an image of it on screen. I won't be able to show it off, but the breech does slide open. It sits on a stud. You can pluck it out, move it off to the side. And we have this loading crane back here. So I tried to make it as playable as possible. So I gave you this really excessively long string with a clip on there.
Sure.
So you can slide this. So this is representing the shell. It's a minifig, black minifig head with a black minifig fez. So I think
Jinx.
it looks. Oh, and it slides all the way to the front.
Nice.
And then if you have fingers, then you can pull it back out with that string. So they would have a car behind it that would have the shells in it, and they would load the shells up with this hoist and that chain, and then they would joink it through.
Joink it through. The technical term, joinking.
Technical term is joinking. Also, there are removable armor plates on the side. I think I'm doing this right. Boink. So they would either have those on or off.
They had the option in the field of.
Yeah, if you're getting attacked by airplanes,
Probably want to have some armor.
probably want to have some armor on there. There's jacks built on the sides here. There's a very interesting thing that I don't know how often it was employed, but if you and the jacks that I made them function, they just clip off and clip all the way down. So how this works is they would jack it up off of the bogies.
Dang, it just lifts off just like that.
Just lifts off like that. And then you roll those out of the way. Can you roll that one out of the way?
I can.
And then they have this turntable on the bottom.
Right.
That it would sit. They would build in a turntable somewhere along the track, and then there's wheels right behind it to rest on. And they would put that on a curved rail so they could traverse the gun.
Would it be easier if you had the model on this side of the tracks? Over here so you can see it all?
Thank you.
Yeah. There we go. There we go. So a little clear.
So it could do that. It could traverse as far as they wanted it to.
That's pretty awesome that you got that built into there.
Otherwise, if it was just firing on the tracks, which I believe they almost exclusively just fired on the tracks.
This would be a lot of setup right here.
Yeah, they would have about 2 degrees of traverse.
Okay.
Which, considering how far it can shoot, that's a lot.
Right.
2 degrees is quite a bit. Yeah, there's.
I want to see this thing going up again. That was so cool. Which way? Which way? Yes.
That way.
So cool.
And its degrees of elevation was 45 degrees.
It's right about there.
So that's where it stops, is about where it should be.
Cool.
On top here, this goofy looking thing, I believe, is a counterweight. A stack of plates to serve as the counterweight. I don't know where this goes. I think they would just stack them on like how you would like a weightlifter.
Right.
And then they could close this down on top for going into a tunnel. So it's not as tall.
There we go.
But obviously when it's all the way down.
That is cool that it can just roll like this.
Mm-hmm.
I actually wasn't aware of that feature that you built that into it. So that's cool.
It's tough researching World War I stuff.
Yeah.
There's just not a lot of information out there.
Whoa.
Yeah, that's pretty much
That's
it.
slick, man. That's super
Oh,
slick.
there's a little surprise in the back. Put something in
It's a friend's jet ski, I think.
Put a friend's jet ski in there.
I noticed that midway through. Okay, it's stuck in there.
Yeah.
The friend's jet ski is sold separately, not by us.
Not by us.
Not by us.
What company does that, I wonder? Anywho, I think it's a pretty fun build. It's pretty strong.
Yeah.
It's swooshable.
Is it actually swooshable?
I think so.
Give it a swoosh.
I wouldn't recommend swooshing it because that's not how this really works.
What do trains do? They don't swoosh.
They chug?
They chug. Is it chuggable?
It's chuggable. I think
Choo-choo?
so.
Choochable?
Choochable? Sure.
They haul.
Haulable?
Is it haulable? Yeah, it's haulable.
Does it haul like?
Does it haul bricks?
Sure. Anyways.
And I guess just more generally speaking on your overall build technique, I really liked World War I stuff because you can use the studs to kind of simulate rivets.
Use the studs to your advantage.
Yeah, and this thing is
Covered in studs.
covered in studs.
Rivets. Everything's riveted together.
It really looks like an old school, World War I war machine of some sort. So
That was intentional.
right. So
So we'll see how it goes.
I mean, we've never done anything quite like this. So
Yeah.
it's exciting.
Looking for feedback. Let me know how those wheels work for you.
Yeah.
If that inspires you, or you can buy your own Big Ben wheels. Yeah. Again, those are laid out in the instructions.
Awesome.
So you got a figure there.
Oh, yeah. He's on the back of here. He's just hanging out. Pretty simple loadout. World War I German late war infantry.
Late war German.
He's got a belt and the Lego boots. I like those Lego boots quite a bit. They're simple and they look cool, I think. Yeah.
So yeah, we include one figure because they're all pretty much just generic guys. So if you want more, we got plenty on the sword.
Yeah.
Same guy.
I mean, what would a crew? How many people would be manning this thing? It's probably a pretty big undertaking to get this thing going. So.
I'm not positive. I want to say maybe 8 to 10.
Okay, I would have thought more, but
Yeah, and I don't know how many.
you can have more if you want to like.
How many would hang out
Have them hanging out,
in the other cars or?
just hanging out.
Oh, one thing to note when they're firing on railroad tracks is they would weld pieces of metal like wheel chocks
Straight onto the track.
straight onto the tracks, right behind the wheel, so it doesn't
Yeah.
go sailing down.
9.
So I wonder if they didn't have a train.
Yeah, they probably
an
had.
engine to.
They
pull them
tried
out,
it
they could just
once.
Fire
They tried it once and it rolled back to
all the way back.
all the way back. Wow, this is crazy. Well, thank you for sharing your build with all of us, and yeah, we look forward to hearing your feedback on this.
Yeah.
For more information on this kit, check out brickmania.com. The camera guy is mouthing at me right now. Thank you very much for watching. Like, comment, subscribe.
Instagram?
Instagram. What about Instagram?
We have handles.
Cody's got a handle on Instagram. I got a handle on Instagram. I guess it'd be cool. Follow us there too.
Every one of the designers has Instagram.
We're if you want to see more behind the scenes stuff, we all got our personal Instagram accounts that we like uploading our own cool day-to-day work every now and then.
It's a good way to see progress of
Yeah,
models and
it's kind of
artwork.
It's cool. You see some of the first stuff there.
Yeah.
Sneak peek stuff. Anyway, yeah, make sure to subscribe to this channel and ding that bell so you can get up to the minute updates on Brickmania. And yeah, that's it.
Yeah.
Cool. Thank you very much for watching.